Okay, we've started. We are recording. So Taru will be joining us shortly. So we're going to begin our class today lying down. So get comfortable, lying on your back. Give yourself a little time just to settle. So let's just remind ourselves that during the practice, we're just going to do what feels safe and comfortable for each of us individually. That means you take a break whenever you find yourself forcing or straining or just not feeling right about something. Take a break and then come back and join us physically, but stay engaged with what's happening throughout the class. So let's begin to prepare. Come on, it's okay, it's okay. Let's begin to prepare for today by closing the eyes and allowing some time to settle. So we're going to cultivate mindfulness. That means that we're going to remain focused despite any disturbances that might be happening around us. Let's really practice a mindful approach to our yoga today. So, first of all, just feeling that you're lying on the mat and letting go of all of the feelings, the worries, the lists of things to do today, the concerns about yesterday, just letting it all go. Allowing yourself to simply be here. Getting ready for some lovely yoga. And we're going to cultivate mindfulness by beginning to focus on our external senses. So starting by just taking time to listen, to immerse yourself in the sounds of now. Now let's refocus on what we're experiencing moment by moment through the skin, the sense of touch. Allowing ourselves to experience the variety of sensations. And as we're breathing gently, awakening the sense of smell, allowing this moment to have its own fragrance. And then we'll begin to gently bring awareness away from the external experiences and settle inside. Give yourself a little time to experience moment by moment in your body. What are you aware of physically right now in your body? So let's try to remain in the moment with this experience. Let's not stray off into why you're feeling this way or experiencing this or what you're going to do about it. Let's simply experience, feel what you're feeling, leave it at that. And in that same way, noticing What's going on in your mind? Trying not to get tangled up in the thoughts there, acknowledging what's there. Are there any other feelings or emotions hovering and featuring in this moment for you? Let's return to the physical experience of lying on the floor. So I'm going to just lift my head a little off the floor, then lay it down again, gently extending through the back of the neck. Feeling into your spine, I'm sure you're all beautifully aligned, comfortably aligned for you, but becoming aware of that feeling of the line of the spine from the tail, rising up all the way through to the tip of the spine at the back of the neck. And then let your shoulders soften and relax. And your chest be free. So let's just take a few moments connecting to the breath and flowing with your breath, becoming aware of how it feels to breathe in, how it feels to breathe out. Follow that natural cycle of breath. No need to try and change it at all or make any effort. Just noticing how it flows, how it perhaps changes and settles, breath by breath. Noticing your breath in and your breath out. So, pausing from following the breath, enjoying a few more moments of the kind of calm that comes when you just take time to sit or lie with your breath. And this is the perfect time to set an intention. So have a look in your heart. Is there something there that you would like to put into words? Clear, simple intention. Repeat those words in your mind 3 times with awareness. When you're ready, you can open your eyes if you prefer, or you can continue with eyes closed, completely up to you. So I invite everybody to bend the knees and plant the feet down, just to feel that lovely sensation of release in the lower spine, and to adjust to make sure that you're comfy. So let's begin by doing a little moving of the head. So we're going to turn the head all the way to the right, as far as it'll go. And then we'll inhale, we'll come back to center. Exhale, all the way to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the center. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of tension and relaxation. So to tense, we're going to breathe in and bring the shoulders up to the ears. Hold it there. Hold, hold, hold. And then release. And again, breathe in. Tense, tense, tense. And relax. One more time. Breathe in. Tense, 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 tense. And relax. Excellent. Okay, I'd like us just to begin to engage a little bit with the tanden, the core area. So we're going to, very small move, we're going to inhale, lift the head, look between the knees. Exhale and lower back down. Slow and steady. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale and lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Excellent. Okay, so let's bend the elbows. Let's bring the hands up. Let's warm the wrists. So we're going to circle the wrists 4 times one way. This always makes me want to giggle. I think we look really funny doing this, but it's in a lovely way. Let's do it 4 times the other way. Good. And then we can do a little tension and relaxation in the hands. So we're going to scrunch the hands into fists, squeeze. And then we're going to inhale and stretch the fingers out. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale, stretch them. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale, stretch them out. One more time. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, stretch them out. Give them a little wiggle around. Good. Wonderful fingers. Okay. Relax them. So we're going to bring the right knee up to the chest and we're just going to hold under the thigh. This is purely, we're not pushing or straining here at all. We're just holding it to secure it really, because we're going to circle the right foot. Let's do 4 circles, gently one way. And then we'll do 4 the other way. Good. And then we'll do some good toes, naughty toes. So we're going to point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Absolutely perfect feet. Let's bring that one down. And then we'll gently hug the left thigh from the back and we'll circle the left foot 4 times one way. 4 times the other way. And then we're going to do a point and a flex, a point and a flex, point and flex, point and flex. Good. Let that foot come down. So still with bent knees, I'm going to start to move the shoulders a little bit more. So we'll start with the hands beside the body, backs of the hands on the ground. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up and over, rotating them. So the back's hand on the ground, land on the above you. Then we'll exhale, bring the arms back down beside you. And again, inhale up and over. Exhale back down. And again, inhale up and over. Exhale back down. We'll do it one more time. Feel your ribs expand, your lungs open up. Exhale back down. Excellent. Good. Okay, so we're going to bring one leg in as we do this exercise now. So one leg at a time. Both arms and the right leg. Inhale, up. Exhale and down. And the other side. Inhale, up. Exhale down. Doesn't have to be a straight leg. Other side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Okay, optional. If you fancy, you can extend through the legs, and we'll do the same exercise from straight legs. Any twinges, any pain, bend the knees again. Okay, let's try. Right leg and both arms. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right side. Inhale up. Exhale down. And left side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Beautiful legs, everyone. Let's bend the knees again. And I'd like us to work a little more into our hips. So I'm going to bring the right knee up to the chest, and I'm actually going to hug it. I'm hugging it towards the center of the chest. Okay, and we're going to circle with this knee. So first of all, we'll circle out to the side, away, and then back in. 4 times. Breathing steadily. And then we're going to reverse that. We're going to circle the other way. So we move away first, then out to the side, back to the center. 4 times. Then we're just going to hug it into the center of the chest again. And we're going to point up through the left foot. So when we're pointing here, what we're trying to do is encourage length through the leg. I want you to think about lengthening. We're going to, on an exhale, we're going to lower that left leg all the way down to just above the ground. And then we're going to inhale and bring it gently back up. And then we're going to do that again. Exhale, lowering down. And inhale, back up. One more time. Exhale, lower that down. Inhale, bring it up. Bend the knee. So this time we're going to hug. We're going to let the right foot drop back to the ground, and we're just going to hug the left knee. Hug it in towards the center of the chest. Okay, so we're going to do the circling on this side. First of all, we move away out to the left, and then forwards and back into the chest. 4 times. Then we're going to reverse it. So we move away first and then out to the side, back to the center. 4 times. Good stuff. So just hug that knee in, lengthen up through the right leg, point that toe, lengthen. Good. Okay, exhale, lowering the leg to just above the ground. Inhale and bring it up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, back up. We're going to do it one more time, and then we're going to start to alternate. So exhale down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend the right knee, hug it, and inhale, stretch up through the left. Exhale, lower the left. Inhale, raise. Exhale, bend the left knee, hug it. Inhale, lengthen up through the right. One more time each side. Exhale, lower right to just above the ground. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bend the right knee, lengthen up through the left. Inhaling, lengthening up. Then we'll exhale as we lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, bend that knee. Good. So let's just hug both those knees in. Relax the shoulders. Have a little rock from side to side. Maybe some circling as you find where it feels good. Middle and lower back. Good. Okay, we're going to rise with the head and shoulders as we inhale towards the knees. And then we'll exhale as we lower gently down. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Brilliant. Okay, so let's release the arms out to the sides. And we're just going to let the feet float back to the ground one at a time. And we'll just do a little bit of flowing twist to warm the sides up. So on an exhale, take the knees together to the right, turn the head to the left. And we're going to flow. So we inhale as we come up. And we exhale over to the other side. That's it. Just keep going at your pace. Don't worry if you're faster or slower than anyone else. Really doesn't matter. You be you. Your breath is perfect for you. So let your breath lead you. So I'm just going to balance up. Make sure both sides have been done pretty much the same. And then coming back to center, I'm going to prepare to come up into a sitting position. So this is how I'm going to do it. Maybe you have a way that works better for you, and that's perfect. So I'm going to cross my ankles. I'm going to rock myself up. And then going to bring my right leg in front. We're in a mermaid position. So right leg in front, left leg curled round the side. So trying to align here means I need to just gently work on easing the left sit bone down. There we go. So I can help that by pressing down with the right hand to the side. We need to make space though. So this elbow needs to be flexible, movable, soft. Okay. So pressing gently into this right hand, we're going to side stretch. We'll bring the left arm up. We'll look up to the raised arm as we inhale. Then as we exhale, we're going to bring the left arm and thread it through and look back. We'll do that again. Inhale, side stretch, both sit bones grounding. Exhale, the left sit bone will raise, look through. And again, inhale as we side stretch. Exhale as we thread. One more. Inhale, side stretch. Exhale, thread it through. Good. Okay, let's see if we can do the fancy pants thing where we swap for the other side without touching the ground. Oh, it's always different on the other side. I'm feeling a little stiffer on this side. So easing gently with this right hip into the ground, pressing through the left hand. Doesn't want to go down, does it? No, no. On the other side, yeah, and it's harder for me on this side. Bodies are amazing, aren't they? So let's inhale, bring the right arm up, look up there, have a nice side stretch, and then exhale, we'll thread that through. Gently easing into the side stretch. Exhale, threading through. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Brilliant stuff. Okay, so it's time for us to come into standing. I'm going to do it by coming into a kneeling position, rocking onto the balls, and then slowly coming up. In fact, I'm not going to completely come up. I'm going to turn sideways and we're going to hang. We're going to hang and hold the opposite elbow. And we're going to let the weight of the arms and the shoulders and the head help the spine to cascade over the pelvis. And we're going to make sure we're still breathing. Please breathe. Okay. One more breath as you hang here. Then we'll release the elbows. We're going to rise up a little. We're going to lean on the left elbow with the left knee. We're going to let the right arm dangle and lengthen through the right leg. Dangle. That's a very good yogic word. So let's take the dangly arm as we inhale and let's bring it up and back, looking up towards that raised arm. Breathing here. Feeling a long spine. That's what we want to focus on. An opening in the chest. Okay, we're going to bring that arm gently back down. Soften the right knee. And we'll lean on the right knee with the right elbow. The left arm's dangly. And we'll inhale and sweep the left arm up and back, looking up to the raised arm. Breathing here. Long spine. Open chest. Soft wrists. There's a thought. Okay, let's bring that arm gently back down. And then we're going to very slowly uncurl, stack the spine. Let the vertebrae pop one on top of the other. Coming into standing, and we're upright. Okay, I'd like to adjust my camera very slightly so that you can perhaps see my head. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, you can't really see the feet, but anyway, I might adjust that again. So we're going to do a little bit of spinal warming because we haven't done any cat-cow or anything. And I think it's really important for us to make sure that the spine is warmed up before we do any more. So today's spinal warming, we'll do the one where we have the feet comfortably apart, and we're going to rest the hands on the thighs, the top of the thighs to start off with. So we lead with the chin. The knees are soft. We're going to tuck the chin right in, and then we're going to let the hands slide down all the way to the knees. That's the exhale. And then as we inhale, bring the chin forwards and let it rise up. So it's like you're sticking your bottom out as you rise back up. Tilt the pelvis forward. Drop the chin, tuck the chin. Let the spine collapse as you exhale and come down. Inhale, stick the bottom out, rise up, leading with the chin. Exhale, chin tucks in, pelvis goes forward, we slide down. Inhale, chin leads us back up. Okay, just a few more, taking your time. Finding your rhythm as you wave through the spine. Okay, So finishing the round you're on, coming into standing. Great. So we're still working with the spring season. We've got, I reckon we can squeeze another couple of weeks out of it. So the liver and the gallbladder. Let's do some gentle Qigong to make sure that we've got a good balance of energy moving through the body. So the Qigong flows that we're going to do, we start with the legs about hip width apart, comfortable. More or less parallel feet. Are they cuddling? Soft knees, strong tandem. The sun is shining from here, radiating love and energy. So we're going to do an exercise which is called raising the ball. It's not the familiar one that we do, this one. This one's going to be a diagonal one. So we start with our arms kind of in a gibbon position. I'm going to start with my left hand. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to take the right hand and rest it in the lower back. The left hand is going to rise up diagonally in front, lifting the ball. So you stand, yeah. So you rise across, that's it. And then we're going to bring it back down, release both arms. And then we're going to do the right, diagonally across in front. Exhale, bring it down, release. Inhale, left arm. Exhale. Right arm. Exhale. Okay, so keep going. What we're aiming to do here is not to move the hips. We're not turning the body. It's a slight twist in the spine and it engages the side channels. I'm going to do one more. Good. Okay. So the next one is also to do with raising the ball, but this one is a more familiar one where we're handling our own chi, a real ball of energy. Remember, some days the chi feels like this, and some days your energy is tiny like this. So this is you kind of feeling into your chi. This time we're going to, as we rise up a little, we're going to turn around and we're going to send that energy upwards behind us, almost diagonally again. And then we bring it back down. So we inhale, we'll go the other side. Exhale, bring that energy back into you. Inhale. And exhale. Centering and grounding. Inhale. And exhale. Keep going. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Okay, next one. Just want to make sure you can actually see my feet for this because it's quite important what goes on with the feet. Yeah, it's very hot, yeah. So we've got the legs a little wider for this one. Tough. Got the legs a little wider for this one. So we're going to really tap into the energy lines through the legs, the lower energy lines of the liver and the gallbladder. So what's going to happen is I'm going to wrap my right arm around the back again, place it in the lower back. So the left foot, I'm going to turn and I'm pressing the heel down. It's an awkward position, but this is a really good way to engage those energy lines. So I've turned the foot towards, point towards the right foot, and I'm pressing down through the heel. That's the important bit. Press down through the heel. And as you do that, push the left hand away. Then we're going to inhale. Everything comes back to center. And we exhale, and we do that on the other side. Press down through the heel. Inhale back to center. Exhale the other way. Inhale to center. Exhale, left hand behind, right hand pushes away, the right heel presses down. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale. Coming back to the center. Good. Okay, pause, take a breath. So that's bamboozled you, but we're going to do the marching one. Oh, have you been practicing? Can you do? Yay! Okay, so this is quite good for coordination. Okay, don't worry about that. First of all, before we do the marchy dancey one, we're going to do a harumphy. A harumphy. It's really good, apparently, for lymphatic drainage. So it starts off just, we're going to inhale and lift the heels and exhale, drop. And again, inhale, lift, exhale, drop. Inhale, lift, exhale, drop. Inhale, lift, exhale, drop. And you're doing the breath with it automatically, brilliantly. So we're going to bring the arms in now. So we inhale, bring the arms up. One more. Okay, now we'll do the marchy one. Let's do the legs first. So I'm stepping back to start with. So going to step forward on the left foot, lift the right knee. Step back, right foot, back left. Forward right, left knee up, back left, back right. Forward, knee, back, back, forward, knee, back, back, forward, knee, back, back, forward, knee, back, back, forward, knee, back, back. I'm going to turn sideways. Forward, knee, back, back, forward, knee, back, back, forward, knee, back, back. I think you're getting it. Forward, knee, back, back, forward, knee, back. Good. Forward, knee, back, back, forward, knee, back, back. Pause. Good. You've got that rhythm. So the breath, I don't want to impose the breath, but what I tend to find is that if I inhale when I bring the knee up, everything else can be done on the exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, that's just a suggestion. Yours might not work like that, and it's okay as long as you're breathing. So the arms, okay? So if I step forward with my left foot, bring my right knee up, I bring the left arm up in front and the right arm behind. Okay, and then I'm just going to let them flop. And then it's the opposite side with the opposite knee. So fling the arms up when you lift the knee. That's really all you need to worry about. Breathing in, lifting the arms. Okay, yes, sorry. We're going to do one more bout with me facing you so I can see what you're doing on screen as well. So, forward left, right up. Brilliant. Flingy arms. I love it. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, it's great. Okay, pause. That was beautiful. So let's do something a bit more familiar that I know that we're not going to struggle with. Let's come into some warrior and let's just gently move with our warrior. So we're going to be really grounded just for a little while. So I'm going to mirror you for this one just to confuse you. Left foot, turn it 90 degrees, bend the left knee. That's right, get comfy. This is up to you how far you sink in, but make sure the knee and toes are going the same way. So you're protecting your knee. Hips as much as possible facing forwards. You're going to bring the arms up parallel with the ground. We're broad across the chest and we soften the shoulders. We breathe. Breathe from your belly. You're a beautiful, powerful warrior. But we are going to dance with this warrior. So we're going to inhale, lengthening upwards, straightening the leg, and exhale, sinking back in. Inhale up. Exhale, sink in there. Inhale up. Exhale, sink in there. Good. Let's find our peaceful warrior. So the right arm wraps around the back. The left hand turns towards the ceiling and rises up. We gaze there and we breathe. And then we come back into our amazing warrior. We're going to smoothly glide to the other side. So we'll do that by inhaling, lengthening up. So the left foot's going to point forwards and the right foot is going to point 90 degrees. And then we'll sink down into warrior on this side, making the adjustments you need to be comfy. Shoulders above hips, shoulders soft, powerful belly. And let's dance this warrior. Let's inhale, rising up, and exhale, sinking in. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Peaceful warrior. Wrap that arm around the back. And then we'll rise up, gazing into that hand, breathing. Perfect. Come back into your warrior. Just feel that for one more breath. And then we'll lower the arms. We'll bring the legs back together. Maybe there's a little spring there. Good. Pause. Just take a moment to close your eyes. Listen to what your body's experiencing. Good. So for our standing balance today, we're going to have a little bit of dancer, the easier dancer. So if we, comfortable feet, I'm going to soften the knees, strong tanden. Going to take the weight onto the right leg and lift the left foot. Now it might be that there's no balance today. It's okay. Pop the big toe down. Better to do that than to keep moving, coming in and out. Finding stillness is really good for us. Then we're going to rotate and turn out and flex the left foot. So right arm comes across the body, waist level, left arm comes up, and that's our dancer. Breathing here, popping the big toe down if we need to. Good. Let's release the dancer. Shake those legs out. Yeah. Doing nothing is quite hard work, or staying still anyway. Let's do that on the other side. So softening into the knees, engaging tanden, putting your roots down. Transferring the weight to the left leg this time. Bringing the right knee up, rotating in the hip, turning out, flexing the foot. Remember, we can always pop the big toe down. This time the left hand comes across, the right hand rises, and we breathe. Okay. Let's release that beautiful, beautiful, well done. I think we've deserved to come down on the mat. So we're going to come through a chair pose. Let's get the feet comfortably apart, grounded. Let's inhale and bring the arms up and radiate alignment. Exhale, bend the knees, take the tail back. So the weight comes into your heels. Pause for a breath here. And then we're going to gently bring the arms down to the ground. We'll climb down one leg, then the other. Bring the hips to the side. Soles of the feet together. Oh, sticky. And let's rock. Whee! Let's have some playful rocking from side to side. Woohoo! Ooh. Embodying our spring spirit of playfulness. Oh, so yeah, we're just crunching into the bottom bones. Oh dear. Okay. We can bring those knees together and we can, everyone goes, oh, hurrah, roll down. Roll down, keep the knees bent. Okay, just give yourself a couple of moments, a couple of breaths as you succumb to the support of the floor. What bliss. Shoulders relaxing, heart rate settling, breath calming and steadying. Let's bring the knees up to the chest. Let's give them a really nice hug and a little rocking from side to side. Good. That's it. Really easing around the middle and lower back. Beautiful. Okay, one more time. Let's just hug the knees, relax the shoulders. And let's inhale. Bring the head and shoulders towards the knees. Pause here to breathe. And then we're going to slowly release that back down to the ground. Relax the arms, let the feet float up. Wiggle those toes around. There's that other very yogic word, wiggle. Wiggle. And breathe. Terrific. Okay, just relax the feet. Relax the knees. Let the feet float back to the ground one at a time. We're going to position the feet so we can do a really good half bridge. So they need to be about hip width apart. And we need to have them so that we can actually touch the heels. This will be the safest for our knees and for us to practice a little bridge. So you can keep the hands here if you like at this distance. I like to just move them a little further away. Pressing down into the palms of the hands and pressing centrally into the feet. Try not to press into the edges or the toes, the whole foot. Press down, and we're going to inhale and lift the hips. We're aiming for a line from the knee all the way through to the crown of the head. Straight line. We don't need to arch for a half bridge. Okay, let's exhale and take that down. Okay, and safe practice as well is not to turn your head as I've just done. So I'm not going to turn my head for the next two. We're just going to inhale and lift, finding that line. Use your buttocks as well. Exhale and lower. One more time, pressing through the feet and hands. Inhale, lift. The buttocks can support you here. We're going to pause here and breathe. Brilliant. Okay, let's release that, gently lowering down. Nice positioning. Let's bring the knees up to the chest. Release the lower back. Have a little hug here. Move if that feels good as well. Okay. Just like you one last time to let the legs rise up, and we're going to give them a good round of applause. All around. Each as well. Okay. Let the feet float down again to the ground, and we're going to do some really yummy reclining twists. So we're going to extend through the right leg, and we're going to hug the left knee into the chest. We're going to let the left hand come out to the side, palm facing the ceiling. And with the right hand, we're going to help the left knee move across the body, not forcing, just easing there. Turn the head to the left and take a few breaths. So you might notice that you ease a little deeper into the twist with each breath, and you might not, and that's fine. It's okay. Just allowing for whatever to happen to happen. Let's gently roll back and swap for the other leg. So the right knee comes up. We'll use the left hand as we glide over to the left, turning to look to the right, and we'll breathe here. Good, coming back to center. Let's find some happy baby. Woo! Where's the happy baby? Wee! Where's the happy baby? She hasn't been for a while. Eleanor, she's on a cruise. She's enjoying a cruise. I think she'll be back next week. Very nice. Okay. You can release that happy baby. You know it's always there, and you can come into Shavasana for final relaxation. So get comfortable. You know, it's always worth spending time to prepare for your final relaxation. So make sure you're warm. Use cushions if you need to. Oh, eye pillows. Yeah, I think you're warm. I think it's more in the UK where they might be a bit chilly. Anybody for an eye pillow? No, okay, everyone's happy today. So, resting down. Bye-bye. See you later. Resting your eyes, using an eye pillow if you have one. If not, don't worry. Giving yourself this time to simply relax. So taking a long, slow breath in. Gently releasing the whole of the breath. And continuing to breathe like this for now. Long, slow, steady breaths. Feeling your body soften a little more with each breath. And now in your mind's eye, imagine yourself lying back on a soft, warm surface, completely at ease. Above you stretches an endless sky, a tranquil blue, vast and open. The air is cool and fresh, carrying only the gentle whisper of the breeze. High above, white clouds drift slowly, soft, weightless. Each one is unique, yet they're all part of the same quiet rhythm of the sky. Watch them float. There's no rush. Time has slowed to match their peaceful pace. With each breath, feel yourself growing lighter, as if your body is dissolving into the air. So you're no longer separate from the sky. You are a part of it, floating now gently, as if you too are a cloud, drifting gracefully and with ease, supported by the stillness around you. There's nothing to do and nowhere to be, just this calm blue expanse and the gentle movement of breath and sky. Stay here, floating, watching, resting in this infinite quiet. Recalling the intention you set at the start of practice today. Bring those words back into your mind. Water the seeds of that intention by repeating it 3 times. Clarity, with feeling, and with confidence. Finally, not forgetting a little metta, a little loving kindness, even if it's just for a few moments a day, devoting some loving, kind attention towards yourself, so that you can share that with your world. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be filled with loving kindness. Gently beginning to reawaken, deepen the breath, yawn, stretch, open the eyes gently, recognizing your surroundings, and have a good old stretch, making your way up into sitting, ready for a lovely day. Thank you for practicing, everyone. Well done. Well done. Thank you. Let's give you back some voice. If I unplug.